All right, so the purpose of this video is to show you how to actually draw some of the geometry you're going to need for the wallet. So I'm going to start off by looking at my print again and realize that I need to have a rectangle. All right, if I look at my job sheet, we're going to draw the outside profile of the wallet, and it says hint, use rectangles, specify their origin, and then fillets to join and trim tool to trim. So if I come back over here, my first thing I want to do is realize that this is just one big rectangle. It's got some other stuff going on, but it's just one big rectangle. Okay, the size of my rectangle is the same size as the material that we created earlier. And so it's going to be 3.43 in X and 2.170 in Y. So if I come over to my menu options over here, I have create vectors. And here, if I hover over, I have draw rectangle. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that option. And I have the option of setting an anchor point, which I'll get into in a little bit. But then if I come down here, I can set the corner type and I can also set the size. Here's where I want to set the size of the rectangle, not up here. And so I'm going to plug in 3.430 by 2.170 in Y. And I'm going to create that rectangle. And you'll notice it didn't create it exactly where I want it to. I want it snapped over the actual material. So that comes down to where the anchor is and where our anchor point is. And so really, if I want to do that correctly, I would select the top left and I can say anchored at 0, 0 and then create it and see how it created a new one in the correct location. However, if you get past this point, I'm going to go ahead and hit Control Z, which is undo. I'm going to undo that last one. I want to show you another feature. So I have this rectangle. It's in the wrong spot. I'm zooming out using my mouse. And if I click on it, I can drag it around. I can change the size. But what I want to do is I want to go to Align Selected Objects. So I'm going to align it, and I have a couple of options. I can align in X only, I can align in Y only, but I can align in X and Y at the same time, and that aligns it to the material as it says right here. I can also align to different things, but I don't have anything else to align to. So I'm going to go ahead and click Align to X and Y, and it snaps it right to the middle, which is where I want it. This is going to be the overall outline of my wallet. Then I want to show you how to fillet this. So basically a fillet is creating a rounded corner in the square instead of a square corner. So over here I have fillet, create fillets between spans. Now if I look, I have to set the radius, which I go back to my print, and it says R.1 typical, meaning all of these corners are going to be a 0.1 radius. And so I come back over to Ericom, I change my radius to 0.1, and then as I hover over a corner right there, I can click, 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 and click. And now all four of my corners have a radius instead of an actual 90-degree corner. And that radius matches the print at 0.1. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of that. After every time I do a significant operation, I just click the Save button so that I don't lose anything in case Ericom errors out or anything like that. This does not auto-save, so you need to make sure you're saving as often as possible. So now I'm going to end this video and move on to creating the rest of the geometry within the space here. So I've saved, and we'll move on to video number 3.